Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan. If you're new here, this is the channel of Jordan's Joys, where we do makeup and skincare. And today we are experimenting with the Ben Nye nose and scar wax. So this is perfect, just in time for Halloween. Go and grab some. We obviously created a nice juicy little wound here. And I gave myself a new nose. So, tons of things that you can do with this guy, but if you want to see how I got this look and how I have ended up applying this and my first adventures into nose and scar wax, then just keep on watching. And I really hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do.
I don't know what I'm doing with it, but we're gonna try our best to give myself a pony nose. Yeah.
Let's just be clear, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done this before. We're just gonna try our best and see what happens. Okay, first, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of like alcohol and just rub it on my tip of my nose here. Because I'm so, like, I already washed my face and stuff, did all my skincare, but this was probably like an hour ago, and I'm already oily, because that's just the nature of my face. So I'm gonna take a little bit of alcohol, nothing crazy, because I mean, I have a feeling this whole thing might kind of like wreck my skin. I'm curious how it's gonna impact like my acne or just my skin. I did do a patch test on the Spirit Gum Remover and the Spirit Gum because I've never used these before. I don't think so anyway. So I don't know how my skin was gonna react. And just the back of my wrist, left it overnight, nothing happened. So that's good. Didn't do it on the fake blood, but I'm sure it's fine. But normally, like, no, you should not be putting alcohol on your freaking face. That's terrible for your skin. Your skin is meant to be moist. Alcohol dries out. Smells like vodka. All right, so we're about to get started. We're just gonna dive right in. It says it sticks well to bony surfaces, and I know you can use this nose and scar wax on its own. Like if it's just like sticking to a nose, which my nose is pretty bony. I am sticking it to the end though, so it's a little more wiggly. I am touching it now. It's not very soft. It's not very sticky either. Thought it was gonna be a lot stickier. Okay, it's a little sticky. But I have a little tub of Vaseline here to stick my hands in. Kind of like when you are baking and you need to grease your hands or flour them when dealing with a sticky dough. So I don't have like one of those metal spatula things that I see everyone online using for nose and scar wax, but I do have like a little plastic one. So hopefully that is sufficient. No, that's actually coming out. All right, I have no idea how much I need. I'm going to coat my finger with some Vaseline. That's a lot, Jordan. I'm just gonna, I probably should have coated the spatula with Vaseline as well, but we didn't. So I did pick up a little bit. That's definitely not gonna be enough. Now, let me get a little more. Okay, I have some here. I really don't know how to start this. Like so what I'm aiming for is gonna make my nose kind of like stick out a little more and be pointy, kind of elfish. A scary elf is what we're going for. So I guess I'll just start forming it. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just act like I am in clay, or this is modeling chocolate. I don't use modeling chocolate. Who do I think I am? All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of, my hands are greasy now, this Ben Nye Spirit Gum. I really don't want to put this in my nails. That's fine. I'm just gonna add that on now. Just a tip. I think you're supposed to let it get a little tacky. I don't remember. I think I'm just gonna stick it on now, I guess. Okay, I see what the problem is now. I need to smooth it this way. Oh, I don't like this. Also, the Spirit Gum is not messing around. This is stuck on my face. Need more Vaseline on my fingers. I'm just gonna start, I don't know, making this into a nose that's actually a nose. Oh my gosh. This is so bad. Okay, let's do that. Okay, now I really need to focus on the point here because this is really not what I want. You don't say. You don't want this on your nose? Okay, I'm gonna take some of that wax that I kind of discarded. I thought I was gonna discard. And maybe it needs to like build to the tip, because this is really, this is a lot. It's a cute little horn though. It's like a little rhino nose. Got a rhino nose. This would be good for a different type of look, but it's not what I'm going for at the moment. One thing I am noticing is Vaseline really is the key to like getting it to move how you want it to, and like kind of melt into your skin a little bit and blend together. I see, we need to blend over it as if it's my own nostril. Duh. The key to making realistic SFX makeup is to pretend it's real. Who'da thunk? Okay. Now, I do not think this is like an elf-like nose. This is not exactly what I envisioned, but I think we can work with this. I am gonna add a tiny bit more on this side, 'cause it's not blending with my nostril as well as this side. You see, like this side looks pretty good, I think. But this side, it's just not doing it for me. I don't know why it would do such a thing. Okay, we did it. There's, of course, it doesn't look perfect, but I'm pretty pleased with this. I'm very impressed with myself. It took literally like 20 minutes to do though. I think the biggest thing that made it more realistic, or, you know, realistic, was blending it into this nostril here, blending it with this, so it wasn't just like hanging on. And then for a while I had like a giant dip right here, because that's what my nose usually does anyway. So I kind of smoothed that out a little bit. There's still a little bit, and you know, there's still some issues, but pretty pleased. I'm going to go clean up my hands a little bit. Take the stippling sponge and just lightly, ever so lightly, go over it a little bit. Take away some of that shine, but also to give it some more of like a skin-like texture. Which is probably perfect for my nose, considering I have a lot of pores. Okay, I don't know about this. Every video I saw was like, yeah, do it. It'll take away the shine, but give it a skin-like texture. This is some dry, flaky skin, okay? My skin is not like that. That is not my skin texture. I should have just left it shiny. That would have been more realistic for me. It does create like some type of like tiny little pores, which is, I guess, more realistic. Okay, I am going to do my eyebrows and my eye makeup really quick, and then we're going to create a scar here, add a little blood to it, so like a fresh cut. Not super fresh, but like a little fresh. I don't know what I'm saying. We'll see what happens. I really don't know. But this is kind of what we're going off of here. Look at that nose. Wow. Okay, I'm back. I obviously did my eye makeup and my eyebrows. We just did something a little crazy unique because we're doing something crazy on our faces today. I just used the Color Pop in a Trance palette. Basically, it was just using Transcendence. This one all over the lid. That's like the blue that you see here. and then just a liquid eyeliner, and then I used the Tartist Pro palette, and I used the shades Whimsy, Innocent, and Edgy for the brown areas you see there. Tried to give myself more of a clumpy lash. And then I used Maybelline New York Brow Ultra Slim, the defining pencil, in the shade Deep Brown, because that's what I am, deep brown. Oh yes, look at me. Now for like the actually scary part, because I thought about just giving myself like a scar, you know, like an old scar that's kind of raised, which you can do with the scar wax. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a, you know, like the Joker smile, or the Chelsea or smile, or the glass glow, or whatever it's called, when they cut your mouth like that. I'm gonna do that on like one side of my face. So yeah, and we're not gonna do the scars. We're gonna do like, there's gonna be a little bit of blood coming out of it. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I think it'll be easier. The hardest part with this, I think, is gonna be the coloring maybe, but I don't think it's gonna be as hard to shape as my nose. The nose took a long time to get the shape that I wanted and to figure out how to use the scar wax. But we're past that now. We're better than that. So I guess we're gonna start coating my fingers up with Vaseline again. They're so oily. Ah. And then we're gonna scoop out more scar wax. We're gonna make 2 little wormies. 1 little wormy done. Let's see how long this is. Perfect, because I'm gonna spread it out. There. It's gonna really stick on there. Okay, and then I guess it'll have to be angled more like that. There's a hair on my worm. I don't like how that sounds. Time to apply the spirit gum. Okay. We're doing it. I feel like I might need more spirit gum. Or I should have made these a little too fat. I'm probably gonna scrap some, or like, you know, scrape it off. I'm gonna rework my worms a little bit while it's getting tacky, because these are definitely, like, it's too fat. So I'm just gonna scrape some of that off. Or split it in half or something. This gum burns a little bit. It's fine. Alright, that's maybe like a little big, but I think I can work with it. I can see why having a metal one would certainly be helpful, and how doing it on your cheek is difficult because it's so fleshy. It's so fleshy. I just moved my camera to the other side. That way you can see this. Why aren't you working with me? I feel foolish. I was like, yeah, this one's gonna be so much easier. Jokes. It's hard because your cheek is so fleshy. I know some people use liquid latex instead, or like silicone. I think that's an easier way to go for fleshy parts like this. But maybe, I have really no idea. I just know it's an option. It's really just creating its own destiny, and that's okay. Pretty happy with this now. I am gonna start opening it up a little bit again. That's good. Okay, I did smooth it out. It did look jagged, which looked really cool. But I am thinking that I'm going straight for like, it was like a straight one swoop blade. It wasn't like a choppy thing, you know? So I am gonna create like a little bit more texture again, a little more jaggedness, but I think the one scoop looks kind of good. This is what we have now. This is so fun. All right, same thing, I'm gonna wipe off my hands, and then we're gonna start doing the coloring on my whole face. So the nose, this, add some blood in this. This is the crunch time, this is the go time, this is what we've all been waiting for. All right, we're gonna stipple it, then we're gonna color it. Bam! Just gonna be taking the Ben Nye Creme Foundation in Warm Honey. Let's see, I feel like it's pretty close. I might need to color correct a little bit. No, I don't even really have like a good color corrector here though, because this is really yellow. I might add a little bit of pink to it, but we'll see once I start putting the foundation on, because the foundation will cover up some of my pinkness anyway. Yeah, it's pretty orange, so maybe it'll be okay. Okay, my foundation is on. I don't really think that I need to, yeah, like does the nose blend in completely with like the color? No, it doesn't, but it's okay. I'm okay with it. And this is really just gonna get covered up with like some red and blood anyway, so I think this is pretty good. The color matching, it'll be what it is. So let's start adding color now, shall we? So obviously the deepest part of this cut is gonna be like a dark purpley red. Bruise and abrasion wheel from Ben Nye. So it has like a yellow, brown, red, and a black. So I think the brown is kind of like, that's honestly like a dark, reddy brown. That actually would probably do really nicely. Let's go. I'm nervous about this. All right, it's fine. I'm gonna take the Ben Nye FB3 brushy brush. I'm gonna dip in with that like reddy browny color, that maroony color. Oh, this is perfect for this. Excellent. We're just gonna paint the insides of this. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the red as well on that palette and layer some of that in too. I think I'm happy with that. Just clean off this brush here. What do I want to do next? I don't know. How does one do this? I think it's fake blood time. I do have a little palette thing here. This is the dark blood from Ben Nye in the color Aged. Okay. I don't know, I've never used fake blood before actually, I don't think. Oh, okay, this is quite thick. I know there's a tip where you can mix it with dish soap to make it thicker, I think. I think it's thicker. Maybe it's thinner. I don't remember. But this is quite, yeah, that's a nice ooze. And I do have a little bit of rubbing alcohol in this dish. And basically that is going to, like, I'm gonna be able to smear around the outside. So I'm gonna go in with that same brush with the fake blood and just get it wet. Oh yeah, fantastic. Oh no, I think the dish soap hack is to help it not like beat up, because normal blood doesn't do that. I'm having a freaking blast. Happy Halloween, haha. Okay, I just added a tiny bit of dish soap. Like, can you see how it's beating up and like puddling into one thing? Like, I don't want that. I need this to glaze in my wound. Okay, so this is going to do it for me, I hope. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of rubbing alcohol and just kind of mix that. I'm gonna put some on my fingers. This is an art, folks. Okay, I'm just gonna touch this. It's looking a bit orange, and I'm not sure if that's the dish soap edition problem. It's looking a bit orange. This is some kind of orangey blood. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I have a cotton ball here. I'm gonna soak it with a little bit of alcohol. And I'm gonna just dab, I think. So I've seen on some videos people take, like, you know how you would grasp like a wound? So they kind of just put a little bit of that blood on their fingers and they just like, oh, I don't like that at all. Okay. That's fine. It gives like the impression though. Like, I tried. And that I tried to stop the bleeding. I'm gonna add a little bit more blood. Concentrated here and here. For my last trick, I'm gonna add a little bit more blood, just a tiny bit. Ooh. And we're just gonna do like a tiny, this is like a little bit of dripping, but we're gonna do a drip on top of that because it's already there. There we go, that's the drip. All right, I think I'm gonna call it done. This has been your nose and scar wax exploration. I don't know if I mean, yeah, it's a tutorial. Am I an expert? No. But did you learn something? Probably. That's all I have to say. Go and give this a try. I'm pretty sure you can get nose and scar wax literally like everywhere around Halloween, and it's not very expensive. I think there's a lot of tutorials online about how to make your own. So go out there, DIY that stuff. It's really, really fun. I had a blast doing this. Could it be better? Obviously, always. But I hope my professor likes it. And I really enjoyed this. This was really fun. I like my new nose. I'm obsessed with my scar. Thank you so much for watching. Go out there and have a fabulous day. Go take care of yourself. Do something to relieve your stress today. And if that means creating a bloody scar on your face, then that's what it is. And I'm proud of you. Love you. I'll see you next time, I hope. Goodbye.